Hello everyone, welcome to FOC class 12. In this video, we will be discussing the solutions for hard sample paper which is unsolved from page 44 to 47 of the book Class 12 Information Technology Code 802 Sample Papers book. The link of the book is given in the description box. Starting with section A, objective type questions. This section is of 30 marks and every question will be of 1 mark each. Here is answer 1. Now talking about answer first. In this you can see that I have underlined first generation entrepreneurs. As you can recall from the easy sample paper solutions video that if you underline the main keyword of the answer, then it looks highlighted and the answer looks more presentable. So that is why you can underline any main keyword. If you think it is a main keyword of the answer, then you can underline it to highlight it. In MCQs, as I already told, that if you write the option number as well as the option, so it would look more presentable rather than only writing the option. So avoid writing only option number, but instead write option number as well as the option. It would look more presentable. Here is answer 2. Students, this is hard sample paper, so the questions here are of harder level. Actually, if you want to attempt the questions of hard level, then what should you do? You first of all should prepare all of the topics very well. You should read your chapter twice or thrice so that each and every topic is clear to you. You should read it with understanding so that if you have to recall any concept, then you are able to remember it, to recall it easily, and you do not face any difficulty in attempting any type of question. So if you are to attempt this hard unsolved sample paper, so first of all, what would you do? You would read every chapter of your syllabus at least once, and if you're reading it twice or thrice, then it is very good. And after that, you should attempt this paper on your own. After that, you should check this sample paper solution video so that you can check your answers and evaluate your own preparation. So here you can see that these questions are not directly picked from the back exercise or the previous year questions, but these questions are basically picked up from between the chapters so that each and every topic is covered very well. I think not all the answers need explanation. That is why I am not explaining each and every answer. But if you have any doubt in any answer, then you can ask me in the comment section. I will clear all your doubts there. Now we are coming to section B, which is having subjective type questions. In subjective type questions, you have to write your answer in detail. So here we are proceeding with the first subjective question, which is about entrepreneurship. Here we have given the answer in descriptive form and not in the bullet point form, because every answer, its presentation is different according to the answer, that what is the content of the answer, and here according to the content of this answer, this is more appropriate in the descriptive form. That is why I have written it in the descriptive form. If you think that you can write more effectively in the bullet point form, then you can use that form also. Now here is answer 8. Here we were asked to draw a figure about the attitudes of an entrepreneur. So I have drawn this figure. You must take care that every point that you are including is up to the mark, means it is accurate, and you are not including any inappropriate point. All the points must be correct. Here is answer 9. Here we are asked about the two ways to select the entire worksheet, and here I think the answer would be more presentable in the bullet point form. That is why I have used the bullet point form. Here in answer 10, we are asked about the two ways to copy cell contents in Calc. So I have again used the bullet point form because as I told that it varies from answer to answer, that how it looks more presentable. So our main focus should be to make our answer more presentable so that it looks more effective. And here I think the bullet point form is more suitable. That is why I am using it. If you think you can write more effectively in the descriptive form, then you can use that form also. After it, we are having the next question where we have to write the steps. And as I told you in the easy sample question paper solution video, that in such question where you are asked about the steps, you should write in 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this numbered list should be there. After it, in answer 12, basically the question is asking the result as well as its explanation. So first of all, you would display the output and then you would give the appropriate explanation for it. In the next question, we are asked about the domain constraint and its example. So first of all, we have defined the domain constraint and then its example. After it, in the next question, we are asked about what is the role of application programmers and system analyst. So we have written the role of both of them, and because here two parts are there and in both parts we are asked about different users, so we have to underline the main keyword of the answer, that the first answer is telling about application programmers and second part is telling about system analyst. So if we underline that specific word, then it looks more presentable. Here is answer 15. We are asked about relational database here. So I have underlined the main keyword of the answer. And then in the next line, I have answered the second part of the question. And it was who developed it and when. So I have answered it in next line. Here is answer 16. I have first of all answered the first part of the question and then the second part. Whenever there are two parts in the question or the question itself is containing two questions, then what should you do? You should answer them in sequence and you should answer each of them properly according to the weightage of the question. After it, here we are asked about the coding in answer 17. We have to write a constructor for the given class. So here we have written the constructor, and in the question it was asked to initialize the data members. So I have only written the constructor for data members and not the method member display. So if you are confused that why I have not written about it, so please note that in the question it is asked that you have to write the constructor to initialize the data members of the class, and these are the only data members of this class. So that is why I have written the constructor only for them and not for the method member which is display. So I hope this answer is clear to you, and if you have any doubt in any answer, this answer or any other topic or any other question, you can ask me in the comment section. Here is answer 18. Students, this is a tricky question. How? Because here some students might make a mistake. And what is that? Basically, in your book, the question, this topic, basically it is given as cardinality is M and degree is N. It is given like that. So students might make mistake and read the last M as N, or read the first M as N. So please don't make this mistake. Here in the question, please read every question carefully, because in this question it is asking about a relation whose cardinality and degree both are M. So you have to answer the question accordingly, and you can see here I have answered the question according to the cardinality and degree given, which is M. So please do not make any mistake regarding reading the question carefully. Read each and every question carefully, because you might attempt it wrong if you do not read it carefully. Here is answer 19. In this answer, we have to give the details of patient table, and we also have to write the schema. And you know that in schema, you have to underline the primary key. So please do not forget this important point, because if you forget this point to underline the primary key, your marks may be deducted. And if you forget to give the details, then surely your marks would be deducted, because it is asked in the question that give the details of patient table. So you have to give the details properly. Also, if you are adding the remarks column, then it would add to your presentation, and there would be less chance of unnecessary reduction of marks. But if you are not giving the remarks and you are just mentioning the name and type, so maybe there can be reduction of marks. Means I'm not sure, but if you are adding this remarks column, then I think it would add to your presentation. And if you have given the right remarks for the right name and type, so definitely no marks would be deducted. Here is answer 20. It is having two parts, A and B. In A part, we are asked to write a program for calculating the area of a square. So first of all, I have written a method for it, and then I have written another method to call the above method. So this was the program. Here is answer 20B part. In this part, we are asked to differentiate between return type and method argument using a suitable example. So in the example, I have taken the same program which was used in A part answer. So I have directly written in the above program, because we are talking about the same question, question number 20. So that is why I am referring to the program without writing it again. If it was another question, then you would have to write the program again. After it, I have given the difference between return type and method argument using the values given in the question. Then in answer 21, we have to categorize the web-based online applications. Here I have not used the tabular form. Instead, I have written in this form. If you want to use the tabular form, you can use. It's up to your choice. In answer 22, first of all, we are asked about what is return type. So I have defined it first of all, and then I have written a method, and after it I have given its explanation also. Here is answer 23. Here you have to write coding for writing a program, and in this program basically this is a Java program. So whenever you are writing any commands, whether it be for Java or whether it be MySQL queries, you have to write all of them very carefully without committing any error, because if you commit any error, like you forget the semicolon, or in case of Java you make the mistake in writing case, means if you have to write the uppercase and you have written the lowercase, so these mistakes can lead to reduction of your marks. So please do not make any mistake while writing the code. You must write the code very carefully. Here is answer 24A part. This is MySQL query question. So here you do not need to worry about the case, because MySQL is not case sensitive. But yes, you need to take care of the syntax. That is, you cannot commit the errors like forgetting the semicolon or any other error in the coding. You must write all the commands, whether it be of Java or MySQL. Write all of the commands very carefully without making any error. Here is answer 24B part. In this example, we have taken a table, employee table, because it was asked to give an example. So for example, I have to draw a table here because without table this question, this answer cannot be explained. So that is why you also need to draw the table in the example, and after it you have to write about super key, and with the help of this table you have to explain your example. Then you have to explain about key and its example. I have drawn the table again here so that you can clearly see that which example am I giving reference to. But because in exam you have a copy which is enough, so that you can draw the table only once to explain 2 points. So in this case, when you are asked about key and super key in one part of the question only, so you can use the same table for it and you do not need to draw it again. Thank you. That was all for today. I hope all the solutions are clear to you. The links of easy sample paper solution, medium sample paper solution, and the book purchase link are given in the description box. You can check them. If any query, ask me in the comment section.